Hi folks, welcome back to TNT Aquatics. It's been a really busy day today in the fish room. We've been changing all the water all day. We started at around 8 o'clock I think, and it is now 4 o'clock, so it's taken a long time. So what I was going to do in this video was just show you around the breed room quickly. We'll go into each tank, we'll have a look at what's going on. I'll give you a little explanation as to what's going on in each and every tank. So this will be a fairly short video, quite snappy. We'll just carry on round each tank. I'm not sure when Tim's going to load this video up online, but the first two competitions we've ever carried out finished last night. So a massive congratulations to Ian and Phil on their wins on the competition page. I think they're in touch with Tim already, getting the shipment of their fish arranged, so that's great news. If you missed out on the competitions or you want to get involved in the next ones, the new ones are now up and online. They're online for 2 weeks. There's 3 up just now, so get yourselves involved in that. So without further ado, I'll swing the camera around and we'll start going through each and every tank. Okay folks, before we get started, I thought I'd introduce my daughter Amelia.
Hi guys.
She's been helping me all day today in the fish room. She's been a great hand. Halved my work time. I would have been in here probably till about 8 o'clock at night otherwise. One thing Amelia is sporting are new t-shirts. They look amazing in my opinion. Go and give us a twirl, Amelia, spin round. Show us the back. It does, let me just pull it down a little bit, tropicalfishsales.co.uk on the back. I love that logo as well. Perfect. Right, okay, so let's go and start with the tanks. Okay, so first tank we have the Misarakura. That's a mouthful to say, I'm not going to lie. We call them MHR for short. They're a type of rice fish. These ones are young, they're growing out still, but they start getting a lovely orange head. You can see it's just starting to come now. And looking top down on it's a bad view this from the bottom. You should always look at rice fish from the top down. But they are full of like glittery type sort of spangling through the whole back of them. They're a really nice fish. So these are going to be available soon. They're not quite there yet, but we are getting there, and we've got a tank full of these. The next tank is Ivory BDS guppies. These are lovely. However, these are the adults. They are getting a bit older now, so these are probably getting towards the end of their productive life. But we've got absolutely loads of fry of these, so again, I'm waiting for some of their fry to grow out, and we'll be stocking these on the website very soon. Absolutely stunning guppies. Okay, moving on, we have our breeding pair of Red Devil Angels. These have literally just laid eggs last night, so that's why there's no breeding cone in with these guys just now, because they literally have just laid. But you can see, look how stunning the orange is on these beautiful fish. In the background, the eagle-eyed ones here, I'll have noticed the 236 RBs. These are our adult colony that we used to have. We've split these up. These are the females now. If you're interested in them, they're listed up on the website now. Moving along to the next tank, we have the Dumbo Koi Blue Air guppies. Again, this is our breeding colony. In here you can see that they have absolutely beautiful, massive Dumbo fins, especially on the males. You see them there. The females are the slightly more plain looking ones, but the males are just something else. Now, in this tank as well, they're probably all hiding. There's one just at the back. You can see is the green dragon bristlenose pleco. Again, we've had eggs out of these recently, and they're all in a grow out tank, which I'll show you in a minute. Moving along now, we have the Phoenix rice fish. Now you'll notice the tails on these are really unique. They have like a forked, almost funny looking tail, but they are just pure golden yellow as well. They're absolutely stunning fish, and I believe there's not very many of these in the UK at all. Now again, I've got a load of fry of these, so we'll come to them in a second. This tank here has got our snow white longfin breeding colony. Again, we've got loads of babies of these. You'll see these as we go around the tank. In the top water column is our Daisy's Blue grow outs. There's a mix of Bozeman rainbow fish in here as well as our Black Moscow breeding colony in here as well. So there's a few different fish in the mid to top water column in this tank. Just a grow out tank really, but the main thing in this tank is the longfin snow whites. Absolutely beautiful pleco, bristle nose pleco. Okay, so this tank is our 24k guppy line. You can see absolutely beautiful here. There's males and females running. We've sold a lot of these, probably too many actually, to be honest. So we have taken them off the sale just now until we breed more. And I've got an exciting experiment underway with these, which I'll show you in a minute. So that's them. Next along is our green barbs. These are just growing out. These are up for sale just now. They're lovely fish. They're not quite as nice as the adults yet, but I will show you the adults in one of the bigger tanks. They're absolutely stunning, the adults. And these look really predatory fish, these. They kind of remind me of trout a little bit, especially the adults. You'll see them in a minute. In the background is our male 236 RBs. There's one out just by the filter there. Again, the breeding trios for these are up on the website if you're interested in them. Moving along to the next tank, we have the Eliote cichlids. These are homebred by us again. Absolutely stunning. You can see they're starting to get their coloration now. Lovely looking fish, very peaceful for a cichlid as well. So definitely worth a look if you're looking for a new cichlid for your tank. Okay, next is our Black Knight ram colony. You can see the quality of these is just out of this world, and through a lot of selective breeding we have got them laying in our own tap water, so we don't have to adjust anything at all for these guys. They do their thing in here, and these are our adult fish. So any babies that you're buying have come from these fish here, and you can see the quality of them. Okay, babies, so these are the ones actually up for sale on the website. Now some of them are a bit older than others. There's a few different batches in here. We don't get very many at a time, and of course a lot of them are yellow as well. So when you breed Black Knight rams, you get a mix of yellow or gold rams and Black Knights. So this is why there's not so many in here. Here is the Red Devils that I showed you before. This is one of their young. So he or she will be up for sale very shortly. Just growing out, but you can see looking absolutely stunning already. Okay, this is the gold rams. Now you're probably going to look at these and say, wait a minute Ian, they're not gold. It's literally because they're so young. The video's zoomed right in on these, so they look a lot bigger than what they actually are in reality, but they've not started colouring up yet. This is a younger batch. Tim has a big batch of these round at the sales room already, so we just, you know, we keep breeding them and they keep growing out, and then the bigger ones go to Tim and I keep the younger ones to grow out. That's kind of how we operate. So there is a mix of just random male guppies that I'm not quite happy with for whatever reason. So all the males that are not fit for breeding get relegated into this tank. Okay, this tank is full of green eye rasboras. These have been with us a while now, so they are completely quarantined. We didn't breed these, we got these from our supplier, but they've probably been with us now a good 3+ months. So they're all looking really nice, healthy. So that's them. And then in this is another, it's a little bit of a mix in here. You can see there's some blue endlers. Hanging in the back is the emerald dwarf raspora. They're very, very camera shy. You can see them just hiding away there at the back. They come out when I'm not putting a camera in their face. But yeah, they don't like anyone up at the front glass. So these are probably well suited to a nice planted aquarium where they've got plenty hiding spaces. Moving on to this one, you can see we have an absolute army of strawberry rasboras. You see hopefully some of them. These are similar to the green eye rasboras. We got these from our supplier, but again they've been with us a good 3 months now. They were very, very young when we got them, but I've been feeding them up, growing them out, and they're starting to show lovely coloration now. So that is them, and they are relatively cheap, so if you're interested in some of these, again ideal for a little nano aquarium or a planted tank. If you get like between 5 and 10 of these will school about together and look absolutely lovely. This tank's empty, so we'll skip this one. And this tank is our albino full red guppy colony. You can see the male there, absolutely lovely, and some nice females as well. And there is quite a few in here, just it's quite a big 54 litre tank, so they do look quite sparse, but they all come up to the front thinking that they're away to be fed. So the reason that these aren't for sale yet is, you've probably noticed in the video, we have way too many females and only one male in here just now. I think there is a couple more males that just haven't grown up completely yet, but that is the reason. We've got plenty females but no males at all just now. So we like to sell guppies and breed in pairs, and you can see we are really short of the males just now. Okay, this tank here is absolutely full of the Phoenix rice fish that I showed you before. That was the ones with the unique tails that were a gold yellowy colour. So these are growing up nice. I already know that they breed true because of an earlier batch that I got off of these. So these, once these are ready, these will be up and online on the website. Okay, this is the Dumbo Red Mosaic guppy colony. You can see the females are blue and the males have the lovely striking orange tail. You can see the females, they start off orange but they morph into this lovely blue coloration as they grow out. So you can see they're just, their colours when they're young are all over the place. So we do like to keep these. This one's kind of going a bit blue now, and this one's probably got a little bit more blue. So you can see we like to keep these until we know that they're completely true and ready for sale with the correct coloration. So I believe there is maybe a pair up for sale just now. However, these are quite, again, in high demand, and you can see again we don't have many males of these just now, so we're waiting for more fish to grow out of them. This is baby Dumbo Koi blue ear that we've collected from the main breeding colony. So you've already seen the adults of these, and we have quite a few in here. Now in this tank is the purple cobras. There is babies in here as well. I did see them earlier while we were water changing. They're down in this moss somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch any on the camera, probably not. But yeah, these are the adults here. These are absolutely lovely. Is the camera going to help me out here and focus on them? No. Okay, we'll skip over to this one. These are more of the MHR. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name again. More babies of these. Quite a few in here as well. These are painfully close to going up for sale. Okay folks, I'm going to let Amelia talk to you about these fish.
These are our Daisy's blue rice fish. They're our adult breeding colony, and it's where we get all of our fry. They are very good tank mates for most fish if the fish you're pairing them with aren't big enough to eat them.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see in these fish, the males are the blue. They have like the blue shimmer all the way through them. The females do have a little bit of blue on them as well, however not as pronounced as the males. These are lovely little fish, really nice temperament on them. They won't really bother anything at all, but as Amelia says, you've got to watch that nothing will eat or bother them, because they are quite shy, as you can see. They don't like a camera being stuck in their face either, so that's why they're all kind of just hanging where they are. So that's the Daisy's Blue. If you're interested in these, have a look on the website. Okay folks, hopefully you can see. I'm going to let you guess what these are. Hopefully you can see or guess from what's in the top right hand side of the frame here. These are our red devils that just spawned. There's actually two batches in here. You can see there is quite a lot of white eggs, but the adults are still quite young, so they are still learning what they're doing. But you can see quite a few have made it through, and we now have wrigglers on the bottom, which is great news. So these are all still on their yolk sacs just now. However, I'll start feeding this tank in the next day or so, and hopefully we'll get a new batch of red devils through. Okay, I'm going to go down before I go across because I wanted to show you the parents first, because this is quite a exciting experiment we're doing right now. You can see what we have here is a female 24K gold guppy running with, sorry, before I move on to the male, it's a ribbon tail or fin guppy, and we have it running with a male blue topaz. And this is experimental, just to see, we're playing about with this to see what we end up with. However, we have fry from this cross already. Now, This is actually the second lot of fry. I have a bigger group of fry which I'll spend a bit more time on because they are starting to show some traits now. So we'll skip over this tank pretty quickly, but that's the second batch of fry from these. Down here we have a load of different baby Plecos. Now there is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any. Can I see any? Let me put my hand in and move this filter. Let me zoom first, because I think they'll all be behind the filter. So let me just move that out the way. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this with one hand so you can see hopefully a few different types of baby Pleco there. So we have the, sorry it's a bad quality picture, it's because I'm zoomed in so far. There's a 181, hopefully you can see that. There's about 5 or 6 181s in here. There's a load of the long fin snow whites, and there is also a load of green dragon bristlenose in here. So these are just growing out in this tank. It's all there is in here, just some Plex, some wood, some Java moss, and you can see a few in the forefront now. That's the long fin snow whites. Stunning. Okay, this tank is the Celebes grow outs. I need to, I think, get these in a bigger tank. There is only a few of them. We have lost quite a few along the way, but I think if I get these in a bigger tank, these will shoot up quite quickly. So I need to move them at some point. I'll show you the adults of them in a second. And down here is our, so this is our early stage Daisy's Blue from the adults that you just, Amelia showed you before. And there is quite a few in this tank. A mix of male and female. So we have a few tanks of these growing out because they are in constant demand. Okay guys, this tank is our Lake Tihu rice fish. You probably won't see much here. These are best at night time. When I come in here to the fish room at about 8-9 o'clock at night, when it's a little bit darker, the males in particular go almost a jet black with a brilliant orange coloured tail. They're absolutely stunning, but then through the day they lighten up a lot. So these change colour every single day and night. So a lovely fish to have in your tank, and quite endangered, the Lake Tihu. And we've got a lot of fry of these growing out just now, which I'll show you in a sec. So we have ivory BDS fry in this tank. There's a few in here. Right, this tank, you can probably just see them behind the filter. They're all dark when I move this filter. That is our Hill Stream Loaches. There's another one, a couple at the back. So again, available to buy right now on the website. And we have more ivory BDS fry growing out. There's a nice male who's a bit older. And an army of females. We really tend to get a lot of females in our breeding groups with these guppies. Could do with a few more males, to be honest. Okay, these are absolute stunners. These are little luminatus rainbow fish, and they are in here. I've not actually bred these in a while. I've got a mop in, and I know that there's eggs on there, but I've not actually dropped them into another tank to breed them. So it's on my to-do list with these, because these are absolutely beautiful. If you had a nano tank, these are the ones to go for. Lovely looking fish. Even the females are beautiful, but the males are something else. Quite a fragile little fish though, so you've got to be quite careful when you're water changing. If you change the water quickly, the temperature, it will shock these guys and they will just literally keel over. So they are quite a fragile little fish, but worth it in my opinion, if you know what you're doing. Okay, these are the Lake Tihu fry. You can see we have an army of them in here, all just growing out, ready to go. The males usually hang about at the back. They're a bit more cautious. There's a male. You can see, let me zoom in. So there's that orange on his tail. As you can see, he's quite light just now, still bright through the day, but at night time his whole body will go jet black, which is just spectacular to think really that happens. So lovely colour changing fish. Okay, this tank's empty and this tank's empty. Okay, you can see that we're doing pretty well with our shrimp colonies. This is our Blue Dream colony. I've been working really hard on this. If you've been following the channel, you would have seen that the Blue Dream colony was struggling at one point, but you can see it's absolutely exploding now with decent quality. I need to come in here and cull again actually. There's a few I'm noticing aren't just quite right, but that's a constant thing with shrimp, guys. There's one. He needs scooped out and put into another tank, because he is not what we're after. But some of these, the quality in these are absolutely lovely. So that's the Blue Dream. And again, the Bloody Mary line is doing very well just now. You can see lots of babies. The one thing to remind you guys when you're culling your shrimp, do not cull the little baby ones, because they don't display their true colours until after about 2 molts. So you can see that little one there, the really deep dark red one, probably looked something like one of these smaller ones a couple of molts ago, but you can see that they come good in the end. So when you do your, like maybe that size, that's probably when you're looking to start culling for your colour traits. But you can see we've got plenty Bloody Mary as well, again available online. This is the yellow colony, doing quite well, and up above, I won't spend much time on these, because up above, more interesting, is our experimental guppies from the gold and blue topaz mix. Now you can see already, those of you with a keen eye will see some of them have ribbon fins, and it's quite hard to see on the video right now, but certainly when you shine a torch on these at night, a lot of them are starting to get that turquoise blue, as well as others are getting the full gold coloration. So we're getting a nice mix in this batch. So we're really excited to see how these ones turn out and how we can selective breed from this moving forward. So this is an ongoing project. We're hoping to make a few new guppy colorations, guppy strains, but you know, all these things take a lot of time and effort, guys. So this will not be a short-term thing. But this is where I love messing about with fish, is trying different things like that. Okay, so this is our snowball colony. You can see it is not doing well at all. There is a few in here, they are all over the place. However, those of you that have been on the site will see that they're not currently for sale, and this is the reason. There's not many at all. We need a few buried up hens in here to increase the colony size, which will happen. It's just we've sold too many, we let the colony get too small. A few of the older shrimp have passed away. Just a few things compound into you ending up with too few shrimp. Okay, these are our green jades. Now maybe Amelia can help me out and get the torch, because
they look very green under light.
They look black just now, but you really need, with the green jade, you really need good lighting. Like, I don't have good lighting in here. These are just cheap workshop lights. So you can tell, like, turn the torch off again, Amelia. Look, they, with rubbish lighting, they just look either blue or black. But as soon as you put that torch on, you can see the true green coloration coming out them all. So if you do order these guys and they come in the bag and they look black or blue, it's your lighting. You need to get strong lights on these to see the true green coloration. Okay, so these are our tangerine orange. We have loads in here, lovely looking shrimp, and these are currently available on the website. We have a couple of different colour strengths in here, some really deep dark orange and then some lighter orange. I do like to keep it like that on purpose, just so that you get a nice mix from the different genetics. Okay, and then these down here is another species of Medaka. These are our gold lame Medaka, and they have not coloured up yet at all. They're still fairly young fish. These are currently not for sale just now. We had an order come in and they really didn't do well, the adults of these, and we actually lost the whole lot of the gold lame. And luckily I managed to get a few spawning mops in with the adults before they all passed away, and this is the result. This is a few that I've managed to salvage from the adults before they there was just a disease in them that just went rampant through the tank, but like I say, I managed to get a few spawning mops with eggs and save this line, so that was lucky. But these are lovely as well. They go an orangey colour as well, kind of similar to the MHRs. So I'll update a new video when these colour up a bit more. Okay folks, you'll be glad to know that that's us on the last 3 tanks. I did a video on this tank about a week ago. I'm not sure when Tim's going to load this up, so my timing might be off a little bit. But there is a video on our YouTube of me setting up this tank, so feel free to go and have a look at that. There's 3 different types of Corridora in here. We have the Sterbis there. They have the orange, yellow pectoral fins. Let's see if I can get a good view of one. There's one sitting nicely. So that's a Sterbi. These ones do get slightly larger, so just bear that in mind. There's another one swimming there with the orange pectorals. You can see that. Lovely. The Jullies are the ones with the black dorsal fins. You can see them there. I actually prefer these to the stir-by, but it's only obviously personal preference. They do look very similar. And you can probably see as well, we've got the Venezuelan orange cories in here. The camera's not going to zoom properly on that guy. The Venezuelan orange, or I just missed him there. They're lovely as well. Here he says. He's running away from me. Quite camera shy. But there is a few in here as well of them. So yeah, that's the Corridora tank. These are all up and available online, so if you're interested in any of these, go and have a look on the website. Okay, moving down to the middle 160 litre tank, and you can see there is a lot of fish, and there's another set over here. Now this is our breeding colony of 181 L181 bristlenose Plex. We have literally today just changed out these caves. We were having a little bit of an issue where these smaller caves here, the ones on the bottom, we thought that they might be slightly too small for them. The reason being was they were kicking their eggs, which was a bit of a pain in the neck for me, because I was coming in looking at this tank and seeing a clump of eggs out on the middle of the floor here, which is not ideal. Obviously the other fish were starting to peck at them and try and get a feed, so we're trialling these new caves. They are, I'll put them side by side, you can see they're slightly bigger, not by much but just slightly, and we're hoping that that might prevent them kicking their eggs out. So other fish in here, we have quite a selection. So this is our breeding colony of the Japanese blue endlers. This guy has been selected due to his lovely coloration, both on his dorsal fin and then all the way through on his tail as well. Now you can see photobombing here is our young green barbs. We have some growing out. Let me see if I can find an adult for you. Can't see an adult just now, but there's Celebes rainbow, and if you have a look at the male, absolutely lovely. Look at the fins. Do have some babies of these as well growing out. Right, let me try and find this green. There's the green barbs, the adults. And of course they're very camera shy. But that is our that's our adult green barbs. They are beautiful. Okay, last tank guys is our Red Devils. You can see there's quite a few in here, and also we have the L519s bristlenose. They're like a lovely kind of honeycomb pattern on them. We have some Bozeman's growing out in here, just young, still colouring up, but you can see they're getting there. This is just Tim's got the oldest ones again, but they're just in here growing out. And there's a spawning cone for the angels. There's some blue, I always forget the name of these now. Pinoy, is that how you pronounce it? I might be pronouncing that wrong guys, but that is what they are. They've got that subtle blue coloration on their head, down their fins, and that's a breeding pair in there. They've not bred yet in this tank. They did lay eggs for Tim, but obviously it was in the sales room, so it wasn't ideal. I think they laid on a heater or something. So Tim gave me these to see how I would get on with them, but they've not laid for me yet. Let me just zoom in. You can see the Plecos there if I stop getting photobombed by the angels. it's them. So that is it, guys, for the fish room tour. Show you. So thanks very much for watching. A reminder on the competitions. We have the 3 competitions now live. So the first one is for a pair of Red Devils. The second competition is for some 236 RBs, and the third competition is for £100 cash, tax-free cash prize. So get yourselves on, have a look at the website. There's still, I think, about maybe about 12 days, depends when this video gets posted obviously, but about 12 days remaining. So go on, have a look, and obviously anything that I've showed you today in the fish room that you're interested in, if it isn't listed already on the website, give my seller Tim an email and we can sort something out with you. If it is listed, then obviously just go through the normal process of purchasing the fish. But you can see we've got lots going on, lots of projects happening in here. Tim's got a load of stuff round in the sales room as well. So yeah, get yourself on and have a look. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we will see you on the next one.